Knee pain, the main problem of every human on the planet. Humans in the world, and they suffer from the pain. You're killing your knees. You are killing your knees. You should start it with your hip joints. Knee pain, the main problem of every human on the planet. You need to watch this video till the end because you're gonna fix your knee pain in just 10 minutes. Let's go. I am Zarina Delmar and I'm the creator of my 3D movement method. This method is the practical approach to how you should train your body to keep and preserve the main qualities of the young body, which are elasticity, mobility, flexibility, strength, and fluidity, all in once. So you're working on all the qualities in one movement sequence. This is how my method works. It is based on the biomechanics, on the neuroscience, modern movement science, and the basic fundamental principles of human body's movement. Let's go. Knee is the problem. But I need to tell you, once you start feeling that one region of your body is becoming weak, that means that you have started losing control over this region, and this particular vulnerable region has lost support from the elastic fascial web of your body. It is not only about the muscles. You know, a lot of boys and girls, men and women who have muscles, but they still are suffering from the pain in their knee joints or their lumbar spine. So it is not about the strength. Even it is not about mobility. I know a lot of dancers, the ballet dancers, and a lot of yogis, the yoga teachers, who are suffering from the pain. Ridiculous. They are the most flexible humans in the world, and they suffer from the pain, from the knee pain especially. Why does it happen? Because you guys and all of them are not working on elasticity. Elasticity is the ability of your tissues to manage and distribute the force entire body. Elasticity means that you have this whole organization of the body, and your brain sends the signals once you're moving, sends the signals to every part of the body to support the movement, because every movement is the generation of force, is the storage of elastic energy, absorption of force, distribution around the body, and this circle happens every time when you shift from one position to the opposite one. Even when you're just sitting and you want to stand, what is happening? My knees are bending and extending. But if you're doing with your knees, let's check upon yourself. I have the chair, you can grab it. Start going down with your knees, with your knees, with your knees, more and more with your knees. You're gonna feel pain. Now start going down with your hips, with your hip joints, with your hip joints. I am creating here the elastic energy. I'm using the absorption. I'm using the power of my hips, because your hips were constructed in this manner, are more stronger than your knees, and you need to support yourself even with the position of your feet. So let me break it down. Do not be afraid. I usually, when I'm showing how I can do CC squat, I usually receiving comments like, you are destroying, you're killing your knees. You are killing your knees if you start doing this movement without preparation. First of all, the preparation of the whole system to be able to support each element. The support, the internal organization defines whether you're going to feel the pain in vulnerable regions or not. With the knees, first of all, reteach your nervous system to start any movement which goes around the bending and the extension, the changing of the levels, to start this movement with your hip joints, not with your knees, with your hip joints. You need to feel here the elastic energy. You need to feel here the nice amortization, the absorption. So you take the chair and you convince yourself that you're gonna see me from different angles. So you're keeping the alignment now, and you may put your hands in front of your torso and start to touch the edge of the chair with your glutes, but feel like mechanically it is the hip hinge. You're trying to go backward and down without the necessity to put your torso forward. I see it every time when you try to squat, you're doing this. No, keep the alignment and try to feel your hip joints. Even if now your knees hurt, take the higher chair, but I need you to feel the absorption here, how you can help yourself. So put your hand between your ilium bone and your thigh bone, and once you're going down, create this nice sandwich. This is the cheese. These are 2 slices of bread. You need to create here the nice sandwich, but not without moving your torso, but without moving, decreasing the distance between your bones, your thigh bone and your ilium bone. You're decreasing the distance. So this practice, it may depend. If you don't feel any pain, do it for 20 times. If you feel pain, do it 5 times, then shake your legs, relax, and repeat more. This is the rule. The rule of first joint. In any positions when you're descending, you should not start it with your knees. You should not start it with your torso. You should start it with your hip joints. That is why we're not talking today about the lumbar spine, but that is why the most vulnerable regions of the body of a modern human is knee and lumbar spine, because you are compensating. You're not using the energy, the force generation from your hips. You are either going down with your torso, and let's pretend I have the weight, you're destroying your lumbar spine, or with your knees, It is, you may not notice, but there is a big difference. I'm going with my knees and I'm going with my hip, keeping my knees above my toes and the direction of the second and third toe. So you should not always keep your knees above the toes, but this rule appeared to be the rule in the gym because you usually start doing the movement through your knees. You may start moving through your hip joints and then your knees may go forward. That is absolutely normal. But the rule of first joint, the first joint shall be here. Now, how I will build up your bulletproof knees. So you have the chair if you need it, if you need the support. You're standing on the tip of your toes in parallel position. So your knees shall be in the direction of the second and third toe. And now you're going down on the tip of your toes. So trying to find the balance, you're going down as deeper as you can, and you're standing up. You can stand in front of the wall and lean with your hands along the wall and go down. You will feel the pressure, the load, but you need it. Your knees need the load. Once you have created the nice load around your hips, you need to go down to your knees. And now create, keep the alignment, create, go down, down, and up. You need to strengthen your thighs, the anterior parts of your thighs, your shins and your foot. These are the main elements supporting your knee joint and the capsular and everything, the cartilage, everything around your knee joint and your bone. So if you cannot go deep, you are just keeping your range of motion. And with time, you're going to be able, inhale, go down, exhale, go up. Never drop. Keep the tension. The elasticity means your ability to keep the tension. You're not just dropping yourself down. You're keeping the tension. You're going down. And don't forget about the position. So your knee is in safe position once it goes along while your full foot is on the floor along the second and third toe. It may go, you may collapse your knee, controlled collapse, but the same, every part of your foot is on the floor. And this is how we're gonna do it. So parallel position. Now, diagonal position, and you're gonna do the same. Go down and up. your range of motion, and in the ideal world you need to go down as deep as you can and up very smoothly. Don't rush the process. So you're going down, nice, you keep the alignment, you keep the tension, you keep the control, you never drop your joints, you never collapse into the position. You need to own position. You may call it exercise, but each exercise, usually it happens like you're collapsed position into the exercise, and I need you to own. You are the owner. You are the only person who can control it. You need to control it. That is why within my 3D movement method, you get great result, immediate result, because I'm teaching you how to control your body. So parallel position, diagonal position, what else we can do? This will be very difficult movement for your knee, but you need to create it. So please stand in front of the wall. It's easier for me to stand in front of the chair, but it is shaking. You need the wall. Check the position of your knee. So in my case, it is so the right knee shall push into the floor, and I'm working on my left knee. Now tuck in your tailbone and start moving your knee towards the wall. You see, you start with a few adjustments. In the final point, you need to push your knee into the wall. So in the starting point, there is the distance, like 2 feet in my case. In your case, it may be longer. Tuck in your tailbone, and now you're just thinking about the back leg and the knee of the back leg. You're tucking in your tailbone and you're going down with your knee and you're going up. Again, the range of motion is important. If you cannot go into the floor, you're not going into the floor. In ideal world, in the best scenario, you need to do it. But as the beginning, you're just tucking in your tailbone. You feel the alignment from your knee till the top of your head, like it is one line, like you have put the stick. So let's pretend there is a stick. Your knee, your hip joint, and from the left side, your head. This is the stick, and you're going down and up, down and up. You may feel discomfort. You may feel a little bit of tension and pain, but that is okay. And from the opposite side, it's gonna be the same. So you're tucking in your tailbone and you go down with your knee and up, down with your knee and up. I think that you have already noticed that the quadriceps muscles are important here with your knee, and we need to load it, and we need to control the position of the bone under the load without any external weights. If you're lucky enough, you may put external weights and do the same. So you're tucking in your tailbone and you're going with your knee down. This is how you're preparing your body for this beautiful movement, because I'm not killing my knees. I'm keeping the tension from my foot till the top of my head. I'm tucking in my tailbone and I'm engaging my deep core muscles. This is the full protection and support for your vulnerable regions of the body. I hope you will like this session. You're going to repeat it on an everyday basis, and you're going to come back and leave a comment, whether you liked it or not, understood or not, or you have your own problems and you want to fix it with the movement, because your best and the only longevity tool nowadays is movement. Maybe it is my 3D movement method. If you're gonna like it, if you're gonna like the way I present the knowledge and I show the knowledge in the lens of very practical movements. So you may try any of my programs using the link under this video. For all the beginners, I wish you try it from 3D Ageless program. For all those who feel themselves quite comfortable in the body, you may try my programs 3D Woman and 3D Man. And don't forget to leave a comment what particular body part I shall reveal for you. Thank you. Stay movable and stay active throughout the day.